The Ahsoka Tano series is set to release August 23rd, and building up the hype for that is me, Star Wars Fanatic. I'm so freaking excited for this show. I can't wait. It's deemed as Rebels Season 5, but there's going to be so much more to it than that. So what I've decided to do is take an older video that I made, redo it, enhance it a little bit, give it a little bit of 4K, you know what I mean? And see if it's still relevant today. Let me know in the comments how excited you are for the Ahsoka series and what you're looking forward to most in it, which character, which arc, and why that character is most likely Agent Kallus. Okay, I don't know if Alexander Kallus will be returning in the Ahsoka series, but my fingers are crossed. I love that guy. I think he's freaking phenomenal. So check out my video and let's see what we can come up with. Anakin Skywalker reaches out to Ahsoka. In his hand is her Padawan braid. He is pleading with her to come back to the Jedi Order. With a heavy heart, Ahsoka closes Anakin's hand, with the jeweled braid still in his palm. She tells him that she can't return to the Order. Anakin tells her he understands. Both share a moment as the mentor and student relationship is now over. All that remains is love and respect. In their looks at each other, they are free to express how their relationship has evolved into a brother and sister dynamic. Ahsoka Tano turns and walks away as the sun sets on the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Ahsoka returns as Fulcrum in Star Wars Rebels, then again in The Mandalorian. Now, she gets her own series. Today on Star Wars Fanatic. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications to stay up to date on my Star Wars news, Ahsoka Tano, and The Mandalorian theories and discussions. Ahsoka Tano was not well received at first. She was bratty and too sassy for some Star Wars fans. How dare she be sassy? That was the role of Princess Leia, and this new character was trying to take that away. However, as time went on, Ahsoka grew on us. Not like a fungus or anything, but like an annoying little sister we wanted to make sure stayed safe. Because we knew Ahsoka was not in the original trilogy, and at that time, only Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda had escaped. So that means we would have to see Ahsoka perish, or die. How close-minded were we? To think just because those were the only two Jedi we saw, they were the only two to have survived. Anyways, Ahsoka proved us wrong. She not only survived, but did very well for herself. Even killed Inquisitors while in hiding and helped start the Rebel Alliance. Her appearance in The Mandalorian was a real treat as well. Not only did she survive Order 66 and the Imperial takeover of the galaxy, but she outlived the Empire entirely. Now, it is announced she will receive her own series. I don't think anyone is disappointed in this. We can't seem to get enough Ahsoka Tano. So, what do we have to look forward to in this series? There's a lot of speculation, insider reports, and theorization going on. I'm not immune to this. I don't have any insiders and I don't claim to, but I do have theories. With Ahsoka Tano being my favorite light side character, I have to make some theories as to what will happen in her series. Some are going to be blatantly obvious, but I still need to throw my hat in the ring. Why? Because that's what I do. I theorize. I've been doing a lot of Mandalorian stuff lately, as their culture is my favorite in all of Star Wars. But I am not a strictly Mandalorian fan. I like all of Star Wars. So I'm going to theorize on what may happen in the Ahsoka series. First, we know Ahsoka is looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn. She says as much in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. And we do know that the Mandalorian Season 3, the Rangers of the New Republic, Ahsoka, and the Book of Boba Fett will all tie in together. Intertwining, then combining. Ahsoka doesn't have a release date yet, but we have heard that Lars Mikkelsen will play Thrawn in live action. I'm really excited for that. He did the voiceover for the character in Star Wars Rebels, and this is a very good move on the part of Lucasfilm. As much as a lot of us wanted Ashley Eckstein to play Ahsoka, for one reason or another it just didn't happen. But Rosario Dawson has proven that she can handle the role. And I think adding Lars Mikkelsen into the mix is a very good idea. I feel like Ahsoka will begin with her looking for Thrawn. That's a given. I think she will reunite with Sabine Wren at some point, and even Bo-Katan Kryze. In what capacity Bo-Katan will be involved in is up for speculation. When we last saw her, she was upset about Din Djarin having the Darksaber. So, for me, Ahsoka may have to ease her mind to stop her from becoming a villain, or, at best, at odds with the other heroes. So here's my full theory for the show. Ahsoka is searching for Thrawn. Sabine Wren is searching for Ezra. At the end of Rebels, they were on this mission together, but in The Mandalorian we didn't see Sabine with Ahsoka. This takes place a few years at the end of Rebels, though. So, a lot could have happened to separate them. Ahsoka's search will take her to the unknown regions. At this point, Ahsoka has adapted well to being on the mission alone. First, she was hiding from Inquisitors, the Empire, and even Darth Vader. Now that they are gone, it doesn't really change the fact that she is still a loner and used to that type of lifestyle. Much like The Mandalorian, in order to gain clues and information as to Thrawn's whereabouts, she will be taken on side journeys and help other beings in their fights against the Imperial Remnant or other oppressing matters. Much like we saw in the Mandalorian episode, The Jedi. At some point, she will meet up with Sabine Wren. They will realize that one is connected to the other, not only of their whereabouts, but also through the Force. Sabine will absolutely need Ahsoka to find Ezra because of this. But at this point, Thrawn and Ezra have become separated. When they find them, they will realize the dynamic has changed between the two of them. Thrawn has a respect for Jedi. If you've read the Thrawn novels, you will see this. So the main plot will be finding Ezra and Thrawn. Thrawn will become the main antagonist of all the series, just as he was in Rebels. Ahsoka and Sabine will run into General Hera Syndulla at some point, along with her son Jacen. Hera will be too wrapped up in the New Republic to have much of a role in the Ahsoka series, other than a little guidance and maybe the assistance of a squadron. Phoenix Squadron. Yes, we could see a return of that famous squadron, and hopefully we get to see Wedge Antilles as well. But, and this is my own crazy speculation, this biggest help Ahsoka and Sabine will receive will be from none other than Zeb and Alexander Kallus, the ex-ISB agent. Not many people have been talking about these two lately, but I think they will be crucial, especially Kallus's knowledge of the inner workings of the Empire. The last we saw these two, they were going to Lyrasan to reconcile with the Lasat. Sabine knows how to get there and will want the help of her old friends. Even though Hera won't be present for most of it, the old crew of the Ghost will be back together. When the series ends, it will show them finding either Din Djarin or Boba Fett or both. Ahsoka knows Din to be honorable and a great warrior, and it will be a relief for Sabine to know the Mandalorian people haven't all perished. I do have thoughts on small details, such as Ahsoka having memories of Anakin Skywalker, and Hayden Christensen may reprise his role. I also think she will have inner turmoil to deal with as she has flashbacks of Anakin becoming Darth Vader and their fight on Malachor. Ahsoka has proven time and time again that adversity doesn't waver her beliefs and her connection to the Force, but Anakin was like a big brother to her and she loved him. She will wrestle with those demons and wonder if she had never left the Order, if she could have stopped him from turning to the dark side. Eventually, she will run into Luke Skywalker and he will tell her Vader ceased to exist and the good man that was Anakin Skywalker returned just before his death. Anakin may even appear to her after that point, but not before Luke Skywalker has his moment with her. Anakin's apprentice and his son, Anakin's little sister, and her living connection to Anakin Skywalker. Ahsoka will then be at peace. Anyways, those are my thoughts, speculations, theories, and hopes for the Ahsoka series. Of all the characters I have mentioned, I would be most excited if Kallus will return. I really liked his character development in Rebels, and I think the former ISB agent has so much to give to the overall story that will end in Grand Admiral Thrawn's defeat. He owes Thrawn a little payback anyway. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of this is obvious, but I have added some twists in there with Luke Skywalker and Kallus. Does this all sound plausible? Do you have any other theories? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be hosting a live stream on Saturday, March 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US. I would love for you all to join us. It has been a lot of fun doing those live streams. Channel memberships are now available. Go ahead and hit that join button to get special perks from the channel. All proceeds go back into making this channel the best Star Wars channel around. I'd like to thank LFC and Star Wars Nut, Colt, Ethan Frown, Ellie Mark, and Mike Hepker for joining the memberships. And if you're new to the channel and like what I do here, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on my Ahsoka, Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and general Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, hit the thumbs up to show your love for the hard work I put into making each video, and share the video with a friend. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way, the only way.